Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Secretary Sports. It's a pleasure to have you here live and in charge. As you see, we've got the original bot for from back when we were using Restream. It's now able to be tied to the stream, so you guys should be able to see each other's messages across Twitch and YouTube. So thank you very much. It is time for some championship racing here as week one of the two championship races for the Chop Shop Racing Truck Series presented by SpeedyTrophies.com gets underway, and it is the first little short track action tonight as Richmond is on tap. Race one. How this works? Well, it's just working. It's working. They've got two races. All the points have been reset, and both versions of the championship are going to be tied to the best average finish for this series. It's going to be insane. Race one of the round of 8, 200 laps. Stage lap's going to be at lap 50. No fast repairs. They do have 4 sets of tires total, which means they have 3 tires on pit road. This is a 3/4 mile length track. They are rolling the ChopShopRacing.net admin box. Lovely Richmond Raceway. And that weather's going to be insane. 71 degrees, 69% humidity, cloudy skies. It's a cold night on the Richmond Raceway track here on the virtual iRacing platform. Starting grid. Michael Strickland going to make up that first spot, that pole sitter tonight for Stryker. Knocking it out of the park. Brandon Banks is going to be outside pole sitter today. Big R2 who is the regular season champion, led to the points coming, basically leading in the point standings coming into to the series all the way up until today's race. Is going to have Eric Schaefer to his outside, who's very fast in pretty much everything he drives. So a lot of fast drivers out front. Jason Day, Colby Hart are going to make up road number 3. Chris Roberge is going to have Jeremiah Berkey out there in the fantastic number 53 there, road number 4. Jorge Rincon, Alex Thompson, Robert Church, Mark Wretch, and you're going to be the next 2 rows for you as they work on down the list. Let's go over the rest of that starting grid. Greg Whitehead, Connor Hazel, Anthony Shook, Brad Dove, Donnell Williams, Brian Rayburn through road 9. Coulter Jr. back in the mix. Good to see Coulter back out there running. He's going to be inside road number 10 with Hayden Malcolm back out there as well. Good to see Brian Rayburn out there. Much love to Rayburn. Much love to the fams. Let's go to everybody out there. Much love. Stryker on point. Here is a look at what the points look like for this this series. And the drivers are going to be involved. Michael Strickland, Colby Hartung, Nathan Bigart, Brandon Banks, Connor Hazel, Mark Retchen. As Mark Retchen's name is spelled incorrectly, apologies about that transfer over. Anthony Crownover and John Hammond are going to be there through the points. That is for your regular season championship. Mark will get that. We'll make sure that we get that fixed. I do apologize about that. Best of the rest championship is going to be Jeremiah Burke, Michael Newbrow. Newbrow has had a strong showing here as well. Chris Roberge, Brad Dove, Anthony Shook, Alex Thompson, Jorge Rincon, and Joseph Thompson, all battling for that best of the rest championship. It's all going to be about who's going to be able to finish ahead of the other drivers. All about those extra points, leading laps, and maximizing the point standings over the course of the next couple of weeks. This week and next week, as these drivers really push the boundaries of their trucks. 88, 54, 01, 47. Little green flag run to the lap 50 would be cool to see. But it is Richmond. There is some short track racing ahead. It's going to be insane. Good to see you all out there. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to sports stream. And I tell you what, make sure you check out SpeedyTrophies.com. Give them all some love out there for me. I would encourage you to do so. And thank you to Speedy Trophies for coming on board with the Chop Shop Racing Truck Series throughout this season. Hopefully they've been able to see the business and see what's been happening with these trucks. They absolutely look fantastic. And we know that Chop Shop is all about protecting the small business, similar to what we are over here. And hopefully you're going to be able to see some great racing here tonight as we get ready to go live for the first race in the championship, round of 8. Red banners are going to be your championship 8. Yellow banners, your best of the rest championship 8. Restart zone, green flag 200 laps as Banks there to the outside of the 88, 01 to the bottom side. Little blink back here for Berkey, but he should be all right. 88 running out front, 01 to the inside. Brandon Banks trying to hold on. Again, a championship opportunity for the 5-4. Again, no fast repairs for any one of these drivers. We'll see what Nathan Bigart can do. 47 back to the outside. Stryker leads the first lap, and we are underway. Let's go, says Budgie Bird. Connor Hazel out there rolling. We are at 1440p on YouTube. We should be at 720 on Twitch, so make sure you check that out. And that's only because the limitations that were sent out there. So hopefully we'll be good to go. Jeremiah Burke rolling the corner. Good pace, good possibility as Robert's there to the inside. Stryker, fastest lap of the race, 21.80. All right, 21.81. As he holds an 0.8 of a second lead. Brandon Banks in second. Schaefer good on the strength of field here, as we'll see Big Art roll the bottom side. Colby Hartung's going to be in the 5 spot down to the bottom. We have our telemetry software running. We're checking up with what the drivers are doing. We love to see it. Love to have the great influence that these drivers are showing, but it also allows us to keep track of, well, pretty much how the fall off is going to be now. So I like that we're able to utilize some of the SDK tools that are available for all of us over here on the iRacing platform. The API is just absolutely legendary. Full second lead right now to Brandon Banks as Stryker looks to extend. This might be just an outrun situation for Strickland, as this one might come down not only the stage, but flipping the stage for some of the drivers, and we'll see. Jason Day off one. He is a big short track guy. I come with short track specialist for a reason. It's because he's pretty darn fantastic at doing it. How about it? A little static cam action coming at you for just a few moments. We'll check it on our driver cams. Oh, caution comes out for the first time, as we'll see what happened. Looked like Coulter had an issue there, back of the back. Coulter Jr. ready to show up. There's Brad Dove out there, the Dove Farms LLC paint scheme. We'll see how they go. First driver you saw was Alex Thompson. 3 driver cams tonight. We appreciate them all, as you know, we love our driver cams. Let's see what happened to Coulter here real quick. There's the 1 right there, Coulter Jr., Barston, Kentucky driver. Oh, just gets up. Oh, the 3 was just there. 1 gets a little bit sideways there. He was just on the brakes heavy. All good. He's good. We're all good to go. Everybody's good. Coulter's fine. Everybody's fine. Looking back, Coulter Jr. I know he's been gone for a little bit and taking a little bit of a hiatus. And know that he's back, and we'd love to see it. Love to see that driver putting it in. We'll see. That's what these drivers are going to be doing. Schaefer had a little blink there. We don't get to see the blinks very often from that driver, so he might be getting the storms that we're about to get tonight. If you're out there and you're experiencing the heat wave that is, I think the devil came up and went, here you go. It's going to be hot as Hades today. That's pretty much what I think. That's what's happening. Speaking of Premier Racing Setups, for being a part of the Chop Shop Racing family, use Chop Shop 15 to save 15% on your setup today at PRSSetups.com. The PRS Setups was a sponsor of Signature Esports there for a little bit. Because they're getting more involved with the leagues that we're calling, I don't like conflict of interest, so we are going to be dropping Premier Racing Setups, and it will always recommend Premier Racing Setups. They did reach out to us about the collaboration, and be able to be together, and I do love their setups. But I'm going to I want the leagues to be able to have a better benefit from it. So definitely go check them out. Use promo code ChopShop15, and we encourage you to do so. That helps out directly to the Chop Shop Racing family. We encourage you to do so. I don't like conflict of interests. I really don't. I would rather the leagues make the money, and would rather the leagues be able to benefit from it. They pay me to call the races. We'll make sure we call out those. But we do have our sponsors down there on the bottom left. You're going to see Premier Racing Setups. This will be our final race for Premier Racing Setups with their logo on our banner, but we will carry it for every league that is being a part of it. We encourage you to do so as well. I think the leagues will have a better benefit from it. And similarly, we want to make sure that the drivers are getting those things taken care of as well. So go check them out. PRSsetups.com, Premier Racing Setups. You can search it in your Google bar. You can also use promo code ChopShop15 to be able to check that out. Mandarin Racing, part of our family. He is been a legendary racer and content creator out there. We do love James Mandarud. Go check him out on kickkick.com/Mandarud Racing. 757-375-5155. It's going to be Seattle Carpets. You can, if you're out there in the Virginia and Outer Banks, North Carolina area. He specializes in luxury vinyl planks and hardwood floors. You can check out Seattle Carpets on their Facebook page, or give them a call and make sure you tell them that Jason or Signature Esports sent you. Thank you to, of course, Chop Shop Racing for being a part of the Signature Esports family as well. I will always say that Chop Shop is really, it's kept our Tuesdays. Well, now it's our Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays pretty darn busy for a while. We've been a part of the Chop Shop family for a little bit, and we can always appreciate what they're going to be able to do for us and everything that we've been able to do for them to help them grow to be the conglomerate that they are. So thank you to Chop Shop Racing for being a part of the Signature Esports family, of course, as well. Thank you to our moderators and admins that have helped us grow. We'd love to see it. Love to see it. We're getting ready to do it. We're going to go back to Green Flag Racing. Thank you to all the drivers. 88, 5, 4, 14, 47. The other one's going to be fifth on the inside. Jason Day there on the outside. Outside lane's going to have the restart as they go. Green Flag. Hartung gets a good restart there behind. Coulter Jr. from the back to the front will be just fine. Brandon Banks to second. Colby Hartung in tow. Eric Schaefer to the bottom side. A threat to win every race, especially on the short tracks. We love to see the short track drive off here. 1447 side by side. Ethan Bigart back here again. We'll look at the long run race pace. We'll see what the 5-2 can do behind as we'll go on board. Little nose cam. About it, 3 wide, right in front of him. Eric Schaefer. See the 14 drop in. They were 3 wide for a second there. 14 on the corner. Hartung drops into the bottom. Hartung was last season's champion and is looking to try to make sure that he can continue to be there. The biggest thing that you want to see is if you have a good race lined up for next week, and if you think you have the opportunity to put some time in, well, right here, these top 3 drivers, everybody inside the top 5, top 6, top 10, all capable of making a long run. Alex Thompson off 1 from the start of the race. Thompson has done a phenomenal job of being able to be competitive here. And right now, the Best of the Rest Championship is one of those drivers in contention. As right now, Dove gets down to the bottom side. 16 having to protect. 16-25 side-by-side racing. On the front, I'm going to see it here as Brad Dove will drop to the inside. 16 will be able to run tight down to the corner. Different braking zones. Going to run a lot higher here. We'll see if he's going to be able to clear and get back into the throttle. He's going to be able to. Brad Dove gets a little squirrely there as they see it right behind it. Robert Church on the bottom side. Churchy was just 1 point off of trying to be in the championship 8. And only 1 point separated those drivers. And we'll see the 16 have to search for the race line here. Second lane out of the corner. Going to be just fine. Able to hold off right in front. But watch out now. Donnell Williams, the Donnie, the Adidas Signature Esports fam. Having a little Chevy Silverado. There is Greg Whitehead behind. Chris Roberge off 9 from the start of the race. He went in, took a little bit extra fuel. Try to make this one a little bit different of a race and maybe flip the script here when it comes to the long run. These drivers are going to be just fine when it comes to the stage, when it comes to the fuel cycle on the stage as well. Colby Hartung, half second better right now than Brandon Banks as Michael Strickland has the lead getting into this one. Stryker has never won a championship in his own league. He and John Hammond have put in some great work with this series and have done a great job of trying to find their own pace and put themselves in contention to be one of the best truck series that we see on Tuesday nights. And Tuesday nights have been our most popular night when it comes to iRacing and the drivers getting involved. So much love to the fantastic drivers that have showed up and put on a great show. Brandon Banks is going to be in third. How about we go on board Nathan Bigart? So see what he's got working. Big Art's line right there off the corner. You saw him drop all the way to the bottom side. He can enter deep into the corner here. Right there, getting a little tight. It's going to cross over. It's going to utilize the line to hook. And now Schaefer looking ahead of what he has got going on. So we're seeing it. Connor Hazel up 7, your biggest mover of the race. And right now, Joe Thompson's going to be up 1. We're going to see Brian Rayburn get back in the saddle. He's got some things. He's got to get back into the field here. Himself used to the track, get himself used to what's going on. Churchy dropping here a little bit, as you'll see Anthony Shook to the outside. The 7 has been very consistent, and now a crossover on the 5. Side by side, one there on the outside lane. This is the Brady Plus number 7, Anthony Shook, drops into the corner. Good little battle here, as we'll see the braking's a little different. 7 will have the 1 in the corner, a little free right there. You see the separation happen on the front straightaway as the 1 will drop into the corner. Trying to be patient on the drive in. What's great about this racetrack, Anthony Shook gets around the 5. We'll see what is going on with that truck as things progress. Good to see you all out there. I hope you're all having a wonderful night. Thank you to everybody tuning in. I want to hear your comments. I want to see your comments. I want to see what you guys got going on. 98 did qualify. I like to see it, Roberts. Thank you, sir. It came to pit road, and now you're working your way forward. A little bit heavier of a truck. Well, Donnell Williams back to the outside. 98 was almost clear into the corner there. Now it's going to be working his way back forward. Good to see Chris out there. His missus is going to have a birthday coming up here very soon. Schaefer looks to have a battle going on with Big Art right now. Oh, Big Art free. 5-2 down to the bottom. Eric Schaefer trying to make it clear here, trying to get into the bottom side of the racetrack. And right now, the 0-1 trying to send the corner. Jason Day, short track specialist, back into the mix. Good to see Mr. Day out there running. Strickland looking to capitalize here on this first race. 30 of 200. Needs good stages here. That's for darn sure. We'll to see what's going to happen between any one of these drivers. The best of the rest championship will lock down Thompson. He can get himself inside the top 10 here. Push a little bit harder. Be able to have an opportunity. Brad Dove's going to be up 5 here. As again, the best of the rest championship looking as such. Good to see you all out there. I hope you're all having a wonderful night. And thank you to everybody knocking it out of the park. I do hope this Tuesday night race has turned on and given you guys a great opportunity to check us out. Thank you to all of the series for just being out here and having fun. Championship is going to be happening next week. That is when they're going to crown the series champion right before the 4th of July holiday. And then they will be immediately, from what I understand, getting ready to settle back in and grab that second season and start holding on to it. So Strickland's going to be your race leader. Colby Hartung in second. Brandon Banks is going to be in third. Eric Schaefer in fourth. Nathan Bighart started third. Been behind the 47 for a moment here. We'll need every opportunity here You see both those drivers very free into the braking zone. 47 trying to defend and keep that race line. So is the 01. 01 trying to put himself in contention here. We'll have to see just how this goes. A wall tap for the 01. You see the difference on entry. The 01 enters a little bit more shallow. Does carry a little bit of ground here. Anthony Shook having an issue here. He is back up and running, though. Looked like he had an issue. We'll take a look. Got into the corner. He just throttled out and maybe got a little bit free. Ooh, great save. Little nose damage. He's fine, though. He should be able to get back up and running. Shook will be the first driver a lap down. Does have striker between he and that driver, Joe Thompson, the next driver that would be going a lap down if they had that one running. But nothing to say the least as the 12 holds on. Brian Rayburn in 18th. As Coulter Jr. up 2 in front of him. Greg Whitehead trying to go to the inside of Church. Alex Thompson in the mix. As Roberge to the bottom side. Thompson up the race line. Can use his track specialty. Oh, into the wall. Hold on to it, Alex. Great job by Donnell Williams. Able to get himself around. He's going to be fine here. He's going to drop a couple of spots here if he's going to have to defend. Those tires start to heat up, especially with the braking zone. The left fronts start just eating away. Right now, you can't really see the brakes on the one truck here, on the 88 here on your leader. But I can promise you those things would be glowing if those weren't as dark as they were. We'll see if we can get our eyes on any one of these drivers as they get into the braking zone. As the tires start to wear, it does become prevalent that those rotors start to glow, even on these cars. So we see them more pronounced. We see them more, the glow more pronounced on the Cup cars because of the open spoke. But right now you're seeing it happen as the 47 of the 01 will go side by side. 47 to the inside 01 with a crest down to the bottom. We'll get to the back bumpers. The 5-2 of Jason Day looking to put that into 7. First driver lap down. Looking to try to beat that driver. This is Joe Thompson, only 17 seconds ahead. Lap times have chilled off by about 9/10 of a second. Last lap is going to be on your screen here. 22.79 to Strickland, 22.74 to Hartung. So just a touch faster, but right now, 22.8's the best time shown on your screen now. Stryker with the best lap of the race. 21.81. And a 21.82 for Hartung. So we're seeing again that fall off be just exactly what you need to be. And that's the thing. Maximize the tires, maximize the speed, and maximize where the growth's going to be. We can appreciate it. 43, now 44 laps complete this time by Michael Strickland. Out front, Colby Hartung in second. Brandon Banks is going to be in third. Eric Schaefer in fourth. Big Arts in fifth. Jason Day trying to turn it on here and get inside that top 5 for the stage. Connor Hazel to lead the best of the rest drivers. Connor's actually in the championship and the running for the championship. So be fourth in the standings on the championship. Currently right now, Banks and Jason Day not a part of the championship 8. So the first driver for the best of the rest championship would be Jorge Rincon. Rincon lead those drivers around here and is inside the top 10. Berkey's behind. Berkey has a win on the series. We'll need that one more position point currently as it would be. The points are going to matter each and every lap. Hartung falling back just a little bit last time by. Brandon Banks and Eric Schaefer holding on. 1.6 second deficit between Strickland and Hartung. Stryker out of the back straightaway runs that second lane. He's got about But 3 more laps this time by. Completion of lap 50 is what you're going to be seeing here. And we're seeing a good long run race pace out of Michael Strickland. He has not been the driver to falter and can command here and doing a great job. 22:03 last lap for Big Art. He's been trying to work on the back bumper of the 47 and the 5.4. A little bit loose right there for the 4.7. The 01 might try to, I don't know if the 01 might try to make a move here. Seeing the run off the straightaway. Can he drop in here as the 47 will be there to the high side? One more spot to gain here for the championship points as the 5.4 will look to pull his teammate here. As right now the 47 down to the bumper. 47.01 off the corner. 47 to run him tight. Great run here for both of these drivers, as this is your white flag lap for Strickland. Stage points will matter. Colby Hartung in second, 1 3/4 back. And as it would be, Brandon Banks inside the top 3. Can Eric Schaefer hold off the first 10 drivers as they get in? 47 leads the stage there, as stage should end when the top 10 cross the start-finish line. Jeremiah Burke, Mark Retchin should be there. That should be your stage lap, as that'll be your top 5. Top 5 as such, that's where it's going to be. Stryker, Hartung, Banks, Schaefer, Big Art. It's going to be your top 5. Jason Day, Connor Hazel, Jorge Rincon, and Jeremiah Burke, Mark Retchin, your top 10. Roberge unable to get in there and get himself some of those points that he needs for the Best of the Rest championship. But don't get him out just yet. It is insane. Brandon Banks has 3 playoff wins. Anthony Crownover has, who is not in today's race, has a playoff win as well. Nathan Big Art in the championship 8 is yet to see a win. He's got 7 stage wins, but according to what I've seen up there, he is yet to get a win. So Brandon Banks, the most dominant driver in the playoffs so far, but Stryker needing to see when it capitalizes, and that's exactly where we're at with it. The capitalization of all of these drivers, it's going to be insane. So this one's going to be fun. We're going to see what these drivers can do as they all come to pit road. Chris Roberge staying out. Alex Thompson staying out as well. Your lucky dog should be Anthony Schuck. He's going to be back on the lead lap. We'll make sure that everybody comes to pit road, and when they decide to come to pit road, Roberge, Thompson will make it interesting here. That's for darn sure. I'm not sure that you want to stay out here at some old tires right there. Now Roberge came in on lap 10. He's got a little bit of extra fuel. Well, that is that's something that you may not want to do, because every driver behind him is going to have new tires. And this might not be the wisest decision for both of these drivers. Now they're going to be 2 laps to go. They're not going to be able to come to pit road here. This is not a chance for saving it. Stage break. What's up, Tony Kivett out there? Good to see you. Stryker for the win, says Penguin out there. And stage. Big stage happening here. What's up, Kivett? Guys haven't done so, go check out Tony Kiv out there. That's Tony Kivett, part of the DVR team, rooting on his drivers. We appreciate everybody being out there, giving some love and support for all your drivers. Let's go to everybody out there. Roberge still going to stay out. He's going to get some points for leading. His Stryker's been the dominant truck all race long. And see if he could make this one happen here. Roberge, he elects the inside lane here. That'll give the advantage to the outside lane. That'll put Colby Hartung on the inside and Brandon Banks on the outside. We'll see what's going to happen here. Eric Schaefer, Nathan Big Art, all these drivers working. Roberge, he chooses the outside lane. That'll give the inside advantage the opportunity. Those new tires are going to work. That's exactly what it's going to be. Man, oh man. Thank you to Tony. Thank you to everybody being out there. Much love to you guys. Appreciate you. Roots of Driver Zone. Thank you, Penguin. How you doing, brother? Old Turbo Badge. $8 months. Appreciate you, sir. All right. Again, we're live on YouTube and Twitch. We appreciate everybody being out there. 98, 88, 14, 54, 47, 01. Got a couple hours before you have to pick up the missus. Awesome, brother. Awesome. 98, 88, restart zone, green flag. Big jump for Roberge. 54 is going to drop in. And now the driver that was the fastest earlier trying to go places. Strickland, 3 wide here. Oh, no! Stryker gets turned. Donnell Williams having a stop here. 3 wide. Roberge in third. Brandon Banks, your race leader. And your driver that was dominant in stage 1. It's flipped around. Nathan Bigart does as well. Man, oh man. They're running tight. Hartung shoots to the bottom. They're 3 wide. 88, their second lane. 01 comes down. Net codes right there. 14's there. 01 still turns into him. And just unable. There's some net code there, but there's more there that meets the eye, and you gotta not do it. That's 2 weeks in a row that something's happened to Strickland, and you know it's got to be frustrating to him. Brandon Banks out front, Kobe Hartung, Chris Roberge. Roberge on the older tires here. Run it out, come to pit road, shook that whole thing up. Got a good restart. Got an early restart there on the outside. Pulled Brandon Banks. Brandon Banks able to take the drive line on that restart. We'll back to the green flag. Watch Brandon Banks on the restart here. Went with the 98. Had a good restart there. Drops in. Checks the 88 up. 14 has to check up there. The 01's there on the outside. And that net code's pulling the 88 up. And then the 01's still there. And then, man, oh, man, Strickland, who had a dominant truck today, just involved. Going to have a lot of work to do. Brandon Banks, Colby Hartung, Eric Schaefer, Jason Day, Jorge Rincon, Jeremiah Burke, your top 6 drivers right now. Big Art and Strickland have dropped all the way back to 14th and 15th. You know, the 88th, got to uncheck some things, come to pit road, get some of that damage taken care of. Make sure that that's ready to go. Unfortunate. They have 3 sets of tires total to change into. They have 4 sets of tires total. They have the set they start on, and they have 3 tires to change into. Right now, they're going to have to come to pit road at least one more time to finish this race out. And quick caution here for the drivers. 5, 4, 14, 47, 52, 28, 53, 44, 24, 25, 5. Pick any combinations of those top 10, and they'll pick 6 of those numbers, and that'll be your Powerball numbers for next week. 3 tire changes. 100% fuel to trucks, no fast repair. And they're working on it. iRacing. NASCAR Truck Series. This is what you got to look at. Brandon Banks, a little breathing room. You'll see his teammate behind him. Strickland got the damage repaired. is going to have to watch what he's got going on here. Doesn't look near as bad as what I might have thought. Only on pit road for 17 seconds, so that's 17 seconds of damage repaired. 5-4 goes, green flag, as Eric Schaefer will be there to the inside of Colby Hartung. Brandon Banks with a chance now to try to extend as the 14 dips to the outside. 47-14 side by side. Jason Day up to fourth. Jeremiah Burke into third. Into fifth, up three. Biggest mover of the race, tied between two. Connor Hazel and Brad Dove. Oh, baby. Eric Schaefer, a little free off the corner. Thinking net code is going to be prevalent tonight. There's Jeremiah Burke on the outside. A little blink going, but he's fine. Forward working. Connor Hazel drops to the inside. Geomax on the Pro Rev Esports team. Good to see Connor out there running. Good to see if Strickland can get on the ball here and try to track down the driver in front of him. With a stage win there, important for Strickland. But still needs all the points he can get right now. Brandon Banks, Colby Hartung, here it is. Quarter second, the difference. Clean air, absolutely important for every one of these drivers, but Hartung was just as fast on the mid to long run as Stryker was. So the idea here is to possibly be able to drop into the corner, maybe take that lane away from the 5-4, the 14. Again, last season's champion for the Chop Chop Racing Series. Trying to repeat his championship. Needs a solid race today. Second of the stage. Caution comes out. And Lord knows Greg Whitehead, Big Art involved. Oh, Greg Whitehead. Oh, no. Greg Whitehead got loose on the corner there. Looked to be fine. Little bumpity bump there. So the 3 gets turned around. I thought maybe the 01. 3 gets turned around. Thought maybe the 01 had an issue. Then after the fact, well, maybe some dissatisfied customers. We'll see. That was I don't know. 01, 12, 01. Is that what brought out the caution? Because I thought that Greg right here, he's getting in the corner here. See where the caution comes out. Greg got free and was down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Let me go look where the caution lights are. Because Greg is on the bottom here. There are no caution lights in the corner here. Let's see. So Greg's there. He's still on the bottom. Has the caution come out? And into the corner, into the corner, into the corner. Trying to see what the caution lights came out. Is able to see for what? It was that right there. Is that when the caution came out? Because it might be here. Go to. Is that when the caution comes out right there? Yeah, right there. That's when the caution comes out. So caution comes out for the 01. Sideways right there. That's where the caution comes out right there. I see our good friend Fred the Barney Flagman reaching up for that flag. So caution hadn't come out. So caution comes out for the 01 sideways. It is not for Greg Whitehead being sideways on the bottom side, but hopefully he is going to get more of that truck work done. Hopefully he's able to stay on the lead lap as well as we would see it. Brandon Banks, Colby Hartung. Eric Schaefer. We'll see what is gonna transpire here. See Stryker. I think he went ahead and took claim on that one. Will drop to the tail of the field, so it's not that bad for him. Did kill it on 60 to get that truck work done. Hopefully he's good to go. Greg Whitehead on pit road. Yeah, thing will work down. Wait for this thing to happen. I think Stryker was just not lifted. I mean, gotta get himself back up front. $14 on the outside of the 5-4. 52 is going to be there as well. 47 rolling. As we'll see who's going to have the timing here. Brandon Banks, Kobe Hartung, Eric Schaefer, Jason Day. Restart zone coming up. And they're going. Good restart. Good timing for Hartung on the outside. It's very difficult when you're the leader. Is a 47 is going to run the 14 high. Battle for the inside as the 14 shoves the 54 down to the bottom. Going to have to break up, check up those teammates right there as Kobe Hartung tries to set it for second. Hartung still has it. Eric Schaefer on the bottom side. Third one, he's going to run him higher. Going to allow the 54 to cross over, but Hartung still on the notion. He's still got it. He's going to be, oh man, he's going to be right there. Able to clear. All right, click the wrong button there, folks. Hartung to second. Schaefer's going to be in third. Schaefer rocking into the bottom. Did everything he could there with the 14. Trying to run him higher. He's going to bump the 14 a little bit here. On corner exit, Hartung trying to outdrive Connor Hazel to the bottom. Hazel sideways on the bottom. Gonna have to turn this thing around. There is no caution here when you rack that far on the inside. So he's gonna have to get back up and running here. iRacing thrown caution. Brandon Banks, quarter second. Brad Dobbs gonna be in eighth. And right now, all eyes on Coulter Jr. back here. He's got the 98 to the inside. 0-1 of Nathan Bigart trying to get himself through the field here. And so is Michael Strickland. Strickland started at the tail of the field. Has already got himself up to 16. He's going to drop to the inside of the 16. As we'll see the 88 try to work on these drivers. Three wide for Big Art. Dangerous situation, putting Anthony Shook there on the inside. Went to the inside on Church. Going to drop into the corner. The 7 can battle back here. Has a good enough truck to be able to do so. 80 of 200. Coulter Jr. to 12th. Michael Strickland having an issue on 78. They went 3 wide there. Oh, no. Thompson got into Strickland there, and his day just cannot get any better. Brandon Banks, your race leader. Colby Hartung in second. Eric Schaefer's going to be in third. Jason Day in fourth. Jeremiah Burke in fifth. Thompson off corner exit. Tail whips into Coulter or into Strickland. And now Strickland with a whole slew of problems, which is he's got a lot of ground to make up. In danger of going a lap down. The best truck all race long. And then 5 laps into the stage gets smoked from the outside. Little net code, little hard racing, but probably too hard of a racing that early on, I would think.
And right there, that last issue right here. 16 breaks into the corner. Striker down. The 16 just drives to the second lane and takes on the 88's nose. So try to minimize the damage out of all of that. Strickland 15.7 back and losing ground because of how the truck is handling. Colby Hartung in second. Eric Schaefer's going to be in third. Jason Day in fourth. Jeremiah Burke in fifth. Coulter Jr. again in 11th here. Up 8, your biggest move of the race. Big Art off 5 from the start of the race. 24 of Retchen down into the corner. 01 looks to try to drop it to the inside. These drivers got to start challenging that 01. He is just going to try to put it there. If they want this race, they've got to run that position down. Retchen has the 28 in front of him. The 28 of Rincon making way for the 01 here, and that is a battle the 24 does not need. Man, now the braking zone to benefit the 01. Mark Retchen. Trying to run that second caution, comes back out here. Anthony Shook off track. Man. It's sideways off the corner here. That's just it. I think that's all that was. It's back into the throttle and just gets sideways. So Stryker's going to have an opportunity here. As Anthony Shook will catch back up. Strickland still have to get the truck worked on again. And do the battle where he needs to. Brandon Banks has led since the stage. Everybody to pit road. Oh, commitment lines. Hold on here. If any commitment line violations there, and a look at that one. Brandon Banks, Colby Hartung, everybody was dipping down pit road there. You got to be careful at Richmond with the commitment line because you see them all drop down here. It's my only worry that you don't hit that commitment line too far to the inside. And they did a good job right there. Nice job. That yellow cone is the original commitment line, but some people, they get faked out by that. I got a little faked out by it. I'll admit that one. I was like, oh, they're coming to pit road. Yeah, some people aren't coming to pit road. Strickland's getting his truck worked on. Connor Hazel, he's leaving pit road with a set and an opportunity. Brad Dove, little damage, little set. Alex Thompson coming off pit road. Man, oh man, Strickland in tow. 32 seconds of damage repaired for the truck. Hopefully his nose is going to be fine. Hopefully he's going to be able to drive here. It's one of the biggest things that we see. Listening to throttle inputs, that's pretty much the best part of figuring out these drivers is listening to what they've got going on. If they've got any kind of stutter, do they use that? Brandon Banks, Colby Hartung, Eric Schaefer, Jason Day, Jorge Rincon, Nathan Bigart on board these drivers. Temperatures on these trucks right there. See the top bottom? I know you can't see. Hold on. We're gonna let's look down here for a second. And we'll move forward and we'll go down. Go forward. There's that temperature gauge right there. Things are a little hot. That's that water temp. At about 210. Put Brandon Banks and see. 210. These things are hot. Man. The old reset. That's what you're constantly worrying about on this racetrack is how hot these cars are going to get, how hot the trucks are going to get, if they're going to blow up whenever you're running bumper to bumper. Short track racing does every bit of that. Anthony Shuck will drop to the tail end here. He's a single car spin, so that'll be the driver that works on it. Strickland got his 11 seconds of damage repaired that he needed to last time by, so he's able to get the rest of it knocked out. Oh, and on top of that, it's got about a lap or two extra fuel. But Brandon Banks, Kobe Hartung, Eric Schaefer, Jason Day, Nathan Bigart, Jorge Rincon ready to go. Good restart for the 5-4, able to catch the 14 off guard. Eric Schaefer will drop back into the corner one more time. Should be able to try to clear 14 all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. Runs that second lane, 47. What do you do? Enter this corner. Kobe Hartung to the outside, still trying to get himself back up there. Does have a good truck here tonight. This will be side by side with a 47. A little touch and go moments for both drivers there. As the 0-1 trying to get himself as many spots as he can get. Caution comes back out again. Man. I don't know where this happened at. Oh no, Connor gets turned in front of the 12. Joe Thompson was there to the outside. See Thompson break into the zone there. That's a different braking zone. He's right there. The 12's still there. 44 not quite clear. Comes up. Again, hard racing. Oh man, a lot of nose damage there. Rincon, Church coming to pit road. Stryker coming back to pit road. Opportunity to get some stuff taken care of. Alex Thompson coming to pit road as well. We're seeing a few drivers come to pit road and get this one kind of figured out. Man. Cautions are breeding cautions tonight, folks. That is exactly what we're seeing and exactly what you got to hold on to. We thank you to all the drivers, all the folks out there. Thank you to the likes out there on YouTube. Much love to you if you're out there watching on YouTube. Again, make sure you hit your settings cog. Make sure you know we're watching on 1440p. Know that is one of my preferred ways of watching the stream. It's what we're streaming on. You know, the bit rate is a little heavier on the quality. It's 720 out there on Twitch. Pretty sure it is. Hit the check. All right, folks. We're going to go back to it. I'm going to leave it on the big screen right here, and I'll be right back. We're going to be lights off on the pace car this time by, as this track has proved to be giving us some great racing. A little short track racing tonight from Richmond. Race 1 of the championship round for the Speedy Trophies Truck Series here for Chop Shop Racing Leagues, chopshopracing.net. Make sure you check them out. Defending series champion Colby Hartung. To the outside of Brandon Banks, Eric Schaefer, Jason Day. Everybody ready. The Virginia track is on. Coulter Jr. up 13 spots. Rayburn's going to be up 10. Everybody ready to hold on for a little bit more. Pitter patter. Let's get at her. Green flag. Good restart. 47, 54 in the same Discord. I guarantee that was the restart that you wanted to see out of the 54 to the 47. 14 now trying to get to the back bumper of the 47. Will drop to the inside. Hartung. Oh, baby, a little door banging. 0-1 to the inside. Hartung now has to defend Nathan Big Art. Hartung has worked really hard to get himself up there and be that guy. And that restart right there went to the advantage of the 0-1 of Nathan Big Art. Anthony Shook, Robert Church having issues. Anthony Shook off track. Church sideways a little bit right there. Shook went to the inside, gives him a tap. No caution there. I'm actually surprised. I know that that's not a spot right there that you would normally see it. Brandon Banks will now have to outrun for the next 98 laps. Michael Strickland with an opportunity as well. Strickland to the inside and trying to get to the inside of the 2 truck here. His lap times can't be as consistent as the next. Just need to take care of the truck and try to work his way forward. Everybody else does have to come to pit road. Stryker can run 83 or 93 or 97 laps on this truck, on this fuel cycle. That's what's going to be interesting. Hartung to the outside, up into the 14. Little door banging by both of those drivers. As you see the inside, the driver's side door of the 14. 14 trying to compete for a championship here. We'll get to the back bumper. 47 trying to shake up the 14. 14 down to the bottom. 14 trying to hold off Eric Schaefer here. The 47 will look to try to go to the inside. 14 will drop in second lane. 14 knows that Schaefer's there. Go down. Try to run him tight. 52 a little bit loose back here. It's Jason Day trying to look on, and we'll see it from the overhead skies. Eric Schaefer to the inside. Now has the quarter panel of the 14. All the way down, able to utilize a little bit more of the track. This is where Colby Hartung can still defend as the 47 tries to pull the air off the 14. Battle for third. This is more than just points right now. This is championship spots. The 14 needs these points. And right now, the 47 trying to best the corner. Quarter second between Banks and Big Art. Nathan Big Art had no truck earlier and didn't even contend to Brad Dove off track. Didn't even contend for even the really the top 5 for the majority portion of this race. And now for the bottom side has gotten his way through the field here, and now is going to be trying to get around Brandon Banks. Looks like a completely different truck than what we saw earlier. Brandon Banks, 01 of Big Art. Eric Schaefer's going to be in third. Colby Hartung in fourth. Jason Day in fifth. Folks, we are running our telemetry tonight. Want to make sure that we are checking out what the drivers are doing. Inputs, outputs, all that stuff. Thank you to MoCap for being a part of that. Thank you to all the drivers that have given us, and all the leagues that have given us the opportunity to be a positive mindset, a positive influence on our series and also on our leagues. But we want to make sure that we're learning as much as we can. This is not something we have seen out of this 01. Brandon Banks, solid top three night, all night. For 52 and the 01. Resting a little bit on older tires. Eric Schaefer now a little faster here on the longer run. Able to start to try to extend. Big Art takes over the lead. Last time by 2/10 of a second, a lap faster. The driver out front for the longest time, Brandon Banks, 22.65 last time by. But he's trying to make his way through the field right now. It's going to be the 88 of Michael Strickland. So Big Art extends to a half second here. We go on board and listen to the driver again. Eric Schaefer, half second back from Brandon Banks. Nathan Big Art in second. Colby Hartung. Jason Day. Oh no, Day to the inside. Caution will come out. Jason Day was there to the inside of Colby Hartung. Man. See how this one sets up right here. Hartung run on the outside lane. Goes to drop into the corner. Jason Day a little free right there. Hartung turns in the corner. Yep, little net code helped that whole situation. That was all net code. And then Richmond nowhere to go with Jason Day in front of him. Man. Racing was starting to get good. Everybody coming to pit road. Mark Retchen's going to stay out. He's going to lead a lap here. So to the point there, you've got to pretty much negate points wherever you can. We have to see where these drivers are going to present themselves when it comes to the race line, what's going to happen with all of these things, because, I mean, tell you, this one is, it's insane. It is insane. Eric Schaefer.
Did he speed?
Oh, no. He sped leaving pit road, so he gets the UL here. Gonna drop to the tail end. Meatball flag for Connor Hazel. He is on pit road getting the truck work done. Unfortunate for Connor. Mark Retchen's going to be your race leader. And Heads Up Racing is Big Art wins the race off pit road. Alex Thompson taking fuel only on his restart here. Stryker's going to restart behind a few of these drivers. Still has his work cut out for him. Was the best of the drivers in the early going. Still has the fastest lap of the race and still able to hold on to what he has. Drivers in front and inside the top 5. Well, they've all come in on lap 94. Some drivers have taken tires. Some drivers came out on 94 to take fuel. Last time the caution was happening. 24, 5, the 3, the 25. We'll have Kobe Hartung right there on the outside as well. Alex Thompson trying to shake up on the bottom. Again, older tires that intermingled with newer tires. So what you're going to see out of this one. This one has the makings to be, well, pretty much anything you want it to be. Greg Whitehead up 9. Mark Retchett, your biggest mover of the race, up 11. He is your race leader. Is Jorge Rincon. Ready to go. All right. Green flag. Mark Retchett steps out. Hartung. Closes in on the bottom side, 0-1. There in front of, caution comes back out again. Coulter Jr. involved. Man, oh man. Just got free. Oh. Just a little bit free. Rayburn gets a little nose damage out of that as well. Stryker able to carry a couple of spots there. Brandon Banks right behind Strickland here. They've got some time to be able to try to move. Brad Duff coming up pit road. So Retchett, Rincon, Whitehead, Big Art, Strickland, I'm sorry, Hartung, Church. I'll try to hold on to spots here. Man. $123. Mark Retchett, Jorge Rincon, Greg Whitehead. Oh, trying to hold on. 23 lap older tires, but should be fine. And Greg Whitehead just gave it on 94 to get fuel, so maybe a little damage fixed there as well. We'll see what these drivers could be able to do here as we get ready to go back to green flag racing. Robert Church back here up 5. Brendan Banks inside the top 10 with Michael Strickland. They're going to be trying to move forward as well. Looking at where Eric Schaefer is. He restarted back at the back. He had a pit road speeding penalty there on exit. It was what it looked like. So that put him at the tail of the field. Man. $75 laps to go this time by. Get a handful of cautions in this race, and It's going to be about that time to advance your position as much as you can, as fast as you can, for what I'm seeing here. We'll see. Richmond's going to be on the inside. Greg Whitehead will be right behind him. Ray Rincon will restart on the outside. Nathan Bigart, who's going to be able to just try to put himself in that situation. Thank you much, Budgie Bird, for gifting sub to old Tony out there. Tony, welcome back to the Warrior Nation, man. Appreciate you, sir. Much love to you. All right. Ready. Thank you, Budgie. Much love to Budgie. Thank you to all of our admins and everybody out there. Thank you so much. 75% to our goal. Budgie's our moderator. We appreciate her. He's one that helps take care of us. Mark Retchen caught the inside line sleeping here. 14:01 side by side. Whitehead on the roll. Right now we're seeing Nathan Bigart going to try to split it 3 wide here. 53 of Jeremiah Burke there as well. They're going to be 3 wide. Can we do it? Thanking Budgie. Mark Retchen out front. Bigart to second. Hartung trying to clear these drivers as fast as he can. Jorge Rincon not giving up without a fight as well. 14 to the bottom side. Oh, baby, Brad Dove, Anthony Shook involved in something here. Oh, baby. Brad Dove on the bottom side of the racetrack. Rincon trying to battle back with a 14. Rincon driving up the racetrack. Trying to battle here. Mark Retchen out front, leading laps here with 70 laps to go. Nathan Bigart in tow. Hartung trying to stay out of the back of the 28. Hartung has been trying. He's been hard pressed to get there. Now Hartung stuck 3 wide. Back to 2. And I tell you what, the 14 is not going to put up with too much more of it. But he's trying. Oh, 14. Actually, I take that back. 14 of Colby Hartung up into the wall. Came across the nose of Brandon Banks. Michael Strickland now with a head of steam. Dropping to the bottom side of the race line. 88 clears the 5-3. Brandon Banks just ahead of the 28. 28 able to drive the outside of the race line. And Stryker in tow, but the 28 battles back. Brandon Banks to third. Mark Retchen has the 01 to the inside. Retchen, just a little bit older tire, not going to be able to hold on to it. Going to have to drop back into the corner. You see the 01, 24. Caution comes out. Coulter Jr. involved. And man, oh man. Freed up again. The truck just going sideways. And caution back out again. Rincon driving his ever-loving life off right now. Church coming to pit road. Eric Schaefer, Colby Hartung, all side by side. The battle with Colby Hartung there. Hartung trying to get into the corner, trying to follow suit and trying to get himself back where he was. Dropped a ton of spots. Happened right here. Team there coming out of the corner. The 28 was just there still. 28 didn't run the high side of the race line. And then if this got stuck 3 wide here, the bad set of circumstances off the corner. 14 right there. 53. Oh man, 53 just sent him into the corner. Jeremiah Burke, as the 14 was trying to turn into the corner there. This Colby Hartung, last season's champion, getting beat up tonight. Big Art's out front. Retchen's going to be in second. Nathan Big Art has yet to win in the playoffs and will need to try to capitalize on this. Mark Retchen in second. Brandon Banks in third. Michael Strickland has had the best truck very much in the early going. Nathan Big Art did not show up until about midway on the fuel cycle there. He came in on 52. We've seen quite a few cautions though, so I don't want to take away from the starts and the restarts, but a lot older tires. I'm trying to turn it on here. The 01's going to restart on the outside. Mark Retchen's going to be on the inside. Brandon Banks will be stuck behind the 24 on a little bit older tires. And I say stuck, I don't mean that in a bad way. That's a little strategy played. Rincon is going to be there as well. Rincon will have to time the restart with the 01 because Stryker is going to restart on the inside behind Brandon Banks. There's Jeremiah Burke up there as well. A lot of fast drivers here, but a chance for the 01 to extend. The 24 is going to have the time here. Restart zone coming up. They're going to go green flag. A better restart for the 24. Brandon Banks back up to the mix. Be there to the inside. It's going to have to try to track down Nathan Big Art. 28, 5-3, 88 side by side. 54 clear the 24. They drop into the corner. Here comes the 88. Mark Retchen in third. Still trying to hold on. The championship contenders all working. Stryker, again, the better truck in the very beginning of this race, has been through it all. And we'll see if he's going to be able to continue to try to press here. As we'll see the 53. Oh, clear himself off the nose of the 28. Jeremiah Burke. Rincon doing a great job of trying to avoid that, but here comes Kobe Hartung. Hartung back to the inside. The older tires not holding on for any one of these drivers. 3 wide here for Roberge. Ooh, Roberge able to hold on. Eric Schaefer trying to get down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Opportunity knocking. As Donnell Williams there to the outside of the wall. Hold on to it, Donnie. As Michael Strickland carries the inside lane. 1 1/4. Needs to close in the distance. 21.95 for Big Art with clean air. Stryker finally gets clear for third. 1.3 back. Brandon Banks matching the pace, but only has, he's got 6/10 of a second now. Big Art actually pulling ahead of the drivers now. It's amazing to see that this truck did not show up until late in the race here. That'll be something that we try to make sure we look into here when it comes to asking those questions. The 88 free off corner gets into the wall a little bit. There's the 53 and the 14. Here comes Eric Schaefer down on the bottom side. Schaefer trying to get up there and do something to shake up this top 5. And an opportunity knocking. Caution comes back out again. Anthony Shook. Joe Thompson. Shook just got free. And then the 3 of Whitehead. Nowhere to go. Man. Does anybody do anything different? Does everybody stay out? And track position is going to be the biggest key here. And right now, everybody that's going to restart behind Nathan Big Art is going to be on a similar cycle. Richmond, Roberts, Day to pit road. Thompson in on pit road. Big Art running around in fourth gear here. And Strickland do the same thing. You're just keeping the engine temperature cool. Brandon Banks doing the old second gear strat for Burke. Hartung. Second gear or fourth gear strat. Same with Eric Schaefer. Got to keep the engines cool on these things. Telling you. Here's your pace speed for the drivers. Like listening in and catching wind of some things happening on iRacing here as of lately there, folks. And when it comes to shaking up everything and shaking up what the drivers are doing. Also, we've been hearing a lot about what's been going on with the updates coming to iRacing. Of course, a new game coming out as well from the iRacing brand. You haven't been able to be a part of the test on that. They did put out on Twitter that they are looking for content creators to test that game. You can submit yourself to that, so go check it out. And then, yeah, new updates coming to the anti-cheat as well. That's something that we've seen here lately, that the anti-cheat system has been pretty good for iRacing, but they've got a few more updates coming up that they've seen with a couple of tire cheats happening. So we've been monitoring the forums as closely as possible when it comes to, you never want to see anybody do something egregious. But we've been looking into that quite heavily lately, just checking things out. And then we just had the aero and damage models on the trucks updated. We've been listening in on the possibility of more of the updates coming into future cars. So those are things that I'm keeping my eyes and ears open for. Hope you all are as well. As iRacing has been good to us, and we're going to continue to try to be good to iRacing. These leagues, these drivers, they deserve so much more, not just from us, but from iRacing. And I'm glad to see iRacing continue to improve the racing. The trucks have gotten better to drive. I love the Xfinity car. I've been in love with that thing for a couple of years now. And the green. 10 cautions. Better restart for Berkey there. Jeremiah has an opportunity. Jeremiah is really good at the short tracks as well. Jeremiah has opportunity at any of these racetracks, but 53 has the 47 on the outside on the entry. 47 drifts up the race line. See if he's going to be able to drop in. Could be side by side with Strickland on the straightaway. 47 to the outside of the 5-3. Schaefer's going to try to drive it around the outside of every one of them. 53 up into the 47. They're going to beat and bang. 88 to the bottom. 47 to the wall. Berkey wasn't having it there. And they go to it. Stryker to clear the 5-3. Jeremiah might drop in here in the corner. We'll see. A second now. Banks in tow. Anthony Shook coming off pit road. Big Art's there. 10 cautions with 48 laps to go this time by. Eric Schaefer didn't lose that much ground. He still sits in 6th here. Schaefer on a mission. Brian Rayburn, same concept. Oh, caution comes back out. Dove and Donnell Williams. 11 cautions. And they just cannot get themselves. There's Donnell there. Dove on the inside. Dove goes around. Nothing wrong. That is not Alex Thompson's fault there. That is a bad set of circumstances there. The 2 on the bottom side, the 2 up to the high side, 25 there. 5-2 drops it in, 3 wide here. And then Donnie doesn't know they're 3 wide because it doesn't tell him. He drops in, and that's exactly what we see out of that. It was coming to pit road. There's going to be a few drivers coming to pit road here. Brandon Banks. Berkey coming to pit road. Eric Schaefer into pit road. Got a little rubbing his racing happening here. Mark Retchen coming on 145. He's already back up inside the top 5 now through some of that cycle. Mark Retchen, even with the racing they've had going on here, has 28 lap fresher tires than the drivers in front of him. Church has 17 lap fresher tires. Jason Day, same concept. Last caution came out. You've got brand new tires up there inside that top 5. And what better way to test it? SpeedyTrophies.com, giving you all the action tonight. Thank you to Chop Shop Racing for being a part of what we do here. Again, Premier Racing Setups, giving you the caution standpoint there. Use promo code SHOPSHOP15 and CHOP, SHOP, SHOP, again, SHOP. Right there as it is on your screen when the Chop Shop logo comes up. And the number 1 and the number 5, it'll save you 15% on the a la carte stuff out there. Yeah. Thank you to Chop Chop Racing for having us on board over here. Thank you to all the fine folks that have continued to support Signature Esports. We've having a good time. The 88-14, 14 restart. Inside row number 2, outside lane should go to the benefit of Mark Retchen here. And this is where Stryker wants to be. Exactly where he needs to be. The 01 going to elect the inside on the restart here. He is. So changing up the strategy here for Nathan Big Art. Elected the high lane on both lanes. Going to have Colby Hartung restarting behind him. Don't knock out Strickland. He and the 01 tangled earlier. And to see the 01, he should have had damage. The 88's had damage. These two have tangled already. And Stryker, no doubt, has not forgotten what happened earlier. They're going the green. Good restart by both drivers. 88 into the corner, 01 to be up and to cross over. 88 to the outside of the 01. 01 trying to clear off corner. 88 to the back bumper. Stryker will drop in. Strickland to run him tight. 01 back to the outside. Stryker to the inside. Strickland a little free. Trying to battle for the lead here. as Strickland drops into the corner. This has been his racetrack all race long. So far, Big Art so far trying to put himself in position. Mark Retchen with the newer tire trying to get around Colby Hartung. 0.3 of a second lead now. I just don't. 21.87 just ran the fastest lap, his fastest lap of the race. And now Stryker will have to try to put himself in position. 39 laps to go. Had the best lap of the race with a 21.8. How Nathan Big Art is running these lap times this late in the run, with drivers running 21.8s, 21.9s back here on brand new tires. It's mind-boggling. Hayden Malcolm out of the race, did not start today's race. There were 20 drivers there. Coulter Jr., Hazel out of the race. We'll see what's going to happen here as the drivers start to wear out. On board your race leader. Thank you to the driver camps today. Thank you to Alex Thompson, who is now on pit road, getting the car worked on, getting it fixed here. We'll have to see what he's got going on. Roberge sitting at 9th here, trying to maximize on the Best of the Rest championship for his opportunity here, doing what he can. Brad Dove is back here. He's going to be 8 laps down. He is sideways on the back straightaway. He goes 9 laps down. Hopefully he'll be back up into the mix here. He's got a lot of nose damage there. That truck has seen better days. Guy. Big Art out front. 0.8 of a second lead. 22.13. Brandon Banks up to 4th already. Banks to the bottom side. Schaefer there to help. Mark Retchen came in on 145, has newer tires in the top 3 as well. Jason Day on the run. Jason Day running 22.2s. Big Art 22.17 as they would work. Stryker doing what he can. Thompson back to pit road. 54 to the inside of the 14. Brandon Banks on the run. Trying to maximize the effort. Stryker needing to hold on to what he has. Trying not to finish bridesmaid here. As Thompson leaving pit road. Gets himself back up into the mix. It's going to be on the bottom side here. Don't stop. Keep going. You got it. Nice job. Big Art out front. 1.1 second lead. Brandon Banks trying to tow the 88, trying to get to the bottom side. 47 there to try to put position points between he and every other driver that's there. That's what matters to the team. And Schaefer doing a phenomenal job of just that. He and Colby Hartung have always tangled. They both are racers at heart, and that's for darn sure. 5-2 of Jason Day right behind. Top 5. Top 6 drivers still there. Brandon Banks gets around Stryker. Banks trying to tow out and get himself as 47 lap fresher tires. Sorry, 37 lap fresher tires in your race leader. Can math today. This is the 54 and the 47 trying to track down the 01. Michael Strickland in tow. Again, stage 1 winner. Had the truck to beat today and got beat up for a while. The truck has probably just never been the same since. Nathan Big Art's been involved in a few things, and we have not seen him push up here like he is now. And right now, Banks closing down on this racetrack. We talked to Banks last week. He said these next 2 tracks are good tracks for the camp, and a good track for for him and Schaefer. They've really showed up. We didn't get to see Newbrow in today's race. That's unfortunate as well. Newbrow was part of the Best of the Rest Championship. He had a good last few races going, and hopefully he's having a good weekend. I know 4th of July weekend's coming up here as well. Final race of this season is going to be next week, and it's going to be at Homestead Miami Speedway. That's going to be the final race of this. I call it the spring season 1 of the 2024 Chop Shop Spring Series, and we know that champions are made on iRacing, and it's absolutely insane. We're seeing Schaefer get faster here. 25 laps to go, presented by Admin Box. As we see Nathan Bigart still holding on. His last few laps have been a little bit better than Brandon Banks. And looking at those lap times, I want to go to how this holds on. 22.406. I gotta listen to what's happening here. Back in the corner, Brad Dove up on the outside. Dove not fighting Brandon Banks. Closes in 7/10 of a second. Dove back on the outside, 47, side by side with a 25. Brandon Banks down the back straightaway, trying to close in that 3/4 of a second. I just don't see 37 lap older tires holding off. With 22 laps to go, Brandon Banks clutching in and having a good day. Stryker doing exactly what he needed to do. He kept it on, and same concept here, though. Jason Day right behind. I say that, and Stryker's on the same strategy as Nathan Bigart. And he's holding on inside the top 5. He is dropping, though, 3 seconds, the gap between he and Nathan Bigart. And I know that Stryker hasn't abused his tires nearly what I thought it would be. I know we had a few cautions in here, but I don't care how the cautions play out. It's more about that race line. Budgie says the holiday is your favorite holiday is July 4th. Yeah, we all like to blow things up on the 4th of July, I think. Caution, Donnie. Oh no, Donnie, no! Oh, it bounced him up in the track, didn't it? It sure did. Man, poor Donnie. All right, Bigart, Banks, Schaefer, Strickland, Jason Day. Now you've made your bed. Do you come to pit road and lie in it, or do you think? Stryker's been at pit road 6 times fixing that truck. And it's been a race. Brandon Banks, Eric Schaefer. Now the opportunity. Oh, yeah. There's enough time. Bigart coming to pit road. Stryker's coming to pit road. Roberge coming around. Alex Thompson should be your lucky dog. He'll get one of his laps back. He'll be 4 laps down. Be 3 laps down this time by. 12 cautions so far. Will be 16 laps to go before we get back at it. Brandon Banks, your race leader, just needs to hold on to everything he's got. Exo Cross coming out very soon to the racing genre out there. I don't know what you folks think about it. That's one of the games. That's what I was just talking about. They are looking for testers out there. So if you've got a content creation platform out there. I encourage you to go check it out. Go follow them on Twitter. Man, oh man. All right, we're ready to go at it. Newer tires in the back, older tires in the front. Green flag waves. 54-47, back at it here as we've seen 12 cautions. Admin box giving you 14 laps to go. Go to admin box for 2x's.com. Get your admin box today. Check them out. Right. Oh, 01 down on the bottom of the 53, puts the bumper to him. He's going to get up into him now. 14 goes to the inside. 88 rolling as well. Brandon Banks. Burke did not want that. I tell you what, Berkey is not going to put it in there as well without having to put the 01 down on the inside of the 88. 88 up on the outside, setting the corner. 88 to the back bumper. 14 trying to hold on. 01 working. Brandon Banks out front. Will be 12 laps to go this time by Jason Day in third. Roberts is going to be in fourth. Rincon, Retchen, Hartung. Hartung to the outside, trying to get through the traffic here. Mark Retchen there. 01 way down there. 88 to the back bumper. 14 still trying to defend over the 01. Will go 3 wide if he needs to. 3 wide on the front straightaway. 14 goes to it. Can the door close up for the 14? 14 has the 28 to the outside. 01 to the bottom. 14 back to the 98. Hartung. Oh no, the 24 into the wall. 01 gets to the back bumper of Mark Retchen. No way. Oh no, that was the 28. 01 was fine. Wanted to make sure what happened there. The 24 was trying to just go up. That was Rincon across Rincon's nose. The Rincon's fine. Mark Retchen was very competitive there. Brandon Banks, 9 laps to go. Trying to hold on. Colby Hartung. Oh no! Oh no! What is going on? Michael Strickland. 01 did not get involved in that that incident with the 24 there. I didn't see him get it. The 24 was just trying to clear the 28. Came across the nose of the 28 there. Here's what happened here. 01 bumps the 14. And the 88 had a run, and then, oh, man. Oh, no. The Strickland damaged and out of the race. He had to jump to pit road. Colby Hartung got moved by the 01 there. Team went to get into the corner here. Saw the 52. Dropped down here to try to make the pass on the 5-2, and the 01 just moves him. Man. Brandon Banks will try to hold on to this one. Oh, he sent him. Yeah, he did. Man. Brandon Banks trying to win the first of 2 championship races here tonight. Stryker did not need that. Man, your stage win and then all of that happening there. This will change next week's race, that's for darn sure. $54.47, $52.01. And Brandon Banks had such a good lead there. This just jacks it all up. We'll have to see how this one's going to work out for him. Because, man, oh, man. I think this one's done. But it's far from it. Big Art has the freshest tires. Robert Church is going to be in 6th. Both Colby Hartung and Michael Strickland pretty much negated there. And not to put anything on him, but Banks and Schaefer and Day here, depending on how the start of this race goes or the restarts or the defense goes, have to run their you-know-what off. Man. Schaefer, Banks, front row, teammates side by side. This race hasn't been without the short track drama. That's for darn sure. A lot of drivers getting beaten and banged on, and we like to see it. Joe Thompson, biggest mover of the race, up 10 spots. Anthony Shook up 4. Greg Whitehead back here. Colby Hartung, last driver on the lead lap. For the restart, we're green. 47. Down to the 52. That was a cheeky move if I ever saw one. Oh, no. Green, white, checkered coming up. Brian Rayburn gets sent around. Oh, netcode again. Man. Banks, Schaefer, Day, Big Art, Church. We just need to do that a couple of more times. Nathan Big Art with the caution came out. Where was he at? Oh, he was actually technically same spot. Well, How about them apples? Brandon Banks, your race leader. Big Art's going to be in fourth. Man, oh man. Churchy has made his way up to fifth. Oh, that's becoming a nail biter here. It really is. Highest placed driver right now for the Best of the Rest Championship is going to be Chris Roberge. And this will all depend on stage points as well. Because I didn't even, and I should have asked this earlier, I didn't even ask if the stage points were going to actually be calculated into the standings. Which I would assume that they would. Man. So, green-white checkered attempt coming up. One of, I believe, three. That's normal. I believe that's what they normally do. We'll look, though, folks. We'll all look together. Yep, 3 attempts at a green-white checkered. It's been a good race. It's been everything that you could ever ask for in one of these races, right? It really has. Right now, Brandon Banks, Eric Schaefer. Eric Schaefer did something smart there. Eric Schaefer has no pot to, you know what, in, right? He's out here racing. He's out here either to win or to help his team win. And if you saw that restart right there, normally Schaefer's right there with his teammate, right? And I know that Banks is going to lead the inside lane here. He's going to choose the inside lane. You know why he's going to choose the inside lane? Because if the same thing happens like it happened this last time, the 01 will be there right there on the back bumper of the 47. The 47 backed up on the restart last time to try to hold off those tires. And that's benefiting Jason Day as well, because Jason Day can be competitive on the bottom side. Man. First attempt at a green-white checkered. We've seen caution after caution, hard hit after hard hit. And we're green. And the 01 didn't fall for it this time. We'll see what the corner's going to present itself. 52. 01 will drop all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. 47 trying to compete on the outside. Three attempts at a green-white checker, Tony. Brandon Banks, though, he can do it. He'll come around. White flag waves. Final lap. Eric Schaefer try to hold off Big Arts. Final 2 turns. 47 will run him down. Oh, 47 into the wall. Jason Day rolling. Brandon Banks, though. Final 2 turns. Checking it off. One more race to go. Brandon Banks wins. That's 4 in a row. And teamwork makes the dream work there. 47 able to do it. Big Art runs the fastest lap of the race. The last lap, 21.80. And Brandon Banks, a well-deserved win there, having to hold it off. Big Art tried to get there. I still think that was some great strategy between Banks and Schaefer to try to hold off Nathan Big Art there at the very end. Jason Day still top 5. Roberge, first of the Best of the Rest Championship drivers coming down. So Roberge could be proud of his day. And we'll have to see how the points shake up as Brandon Banks gets the victory here at Richmond. Race 1 of 2 when it comes to the championship. And momentum has been on the side of Brandon Banks each week. With his 4th playoff win, man, oh man. Now, Big Art won last week. Forgive me on that one. Brandon Banks finished 2nd last week, according to what I'm seeing here. Brandon Banks won a couple of weeks at Auto Club. Big Art won round 1. So yeah, I don't know why it says on the playoff wins that Nate didn't have any. So apologies about that. Brandon Banks, Nathan Big Art, Eric Schaefer, your top 3. Jason Day, Chris Roberge, your top 5. Church, Burke, Hartung, Shook, Whitehead, your top 10. As the 2 teammates will celebrate here. Mark Retchen, Rincon, Joe Thompson, Alex Thompson, Brian Rayburn, Brad Dove, Michael Strickland, and Donnell Williams, your top 18 drivers. A couple more to go through there as the celebrations continue. Coulter Jr., Connor Hazel, your top 20. Aiden Malcolm did not start today's race. Thank you to race controller out there. That race controller being that, of course, Corey Bodnot out there. We appreciate Corey and all that he does and everything that he takes care of when it comes to this series. Phenomenal job he has to do, and he's had a lot of cautions tonight to take over, and we'll do it. We'll talk to your race winner here real quick. I know that you're talking to. I heard the cue up there, so I apologize about that. Congratulations on the victory. You're 1 of 2 away from a championship after you and your teammate had some cheeky strategy there.
Yeah, Schaefer's definitely a good teammate. So, but yeah, we were pretty quick. I mean, the tires strategy. I can't stand it when it comes down to something like that. I've actually won a couple races like that, so I can't really say nothing. But yeah, Nathan was coming. He was really fast. So I don't know. I said we need to win here to go into next week and have a good chance at it. And now we can go in there with hopefully a lead. I don't know how the points work in here, but if we'll go in there with some type of lead and be able to win.
I think that was the one thing I didn't ask as well. I didn't know if they were going to count stage points like they did throughout the rest of the season, or if it was just based off the finish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, that really that does make a difference. You know, leading points and all that stuff, all the bonus points. So I'm as curious as well. But I do believe you get the bonus points for leading. You also get the bonus points for winning the race, and then it's about how much can you negate that, because tonight was a very much a beating and banging night. We saw a lot of it.
Yeah, you could see the emotion coming out in a lot of people. They were this is a tough track. I mean, you got to really throw it into the corner and like I said, you got to hit your mark and just you're gonna have to lean on people a little bit at this track, and there was definitely a lot of that going on. So a lot of good racing. I mean, it was just some people just kind of had some bad luck there, and I kind of hate it for Colby and Strickland. And they were really fast. It'd been really fun to kind of have them all up there at the end and us racing. Jason was even having a really good day. He's gonna get him one. I'm telling you. I keep telling Jason. I said, man, you're gonna get you a win eventually. He keeps coming up with a bunch of top 5s and top 3s. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like I said, it was hopefully next week we're pretty decent at Homestead. We'll put some practice in there and we'll see what we can do.
I know Jason Day is a short track specialist. He came in here and whooped up on the Chop Shop boys in the Super Series. So we know he's no stranger to victory lane in this league. Just the series.
No, I'm sure he isn't.
But yeah, this is a great track. I know that final race next season. It comes down to Homestead. Comes down to a track that it is. I think next week it's going to be more about the tire wear, less about the I don't foresee the cautions that we saw today. Of course, short track Richmond, it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
But I think next week you guys are it's going to come down to points, and
Yeah.
we'll see how they score the points here, because I'm going to keep live stats of the points next week. We'll know who the champion is by the end of the race. That's for sure.
Yeah, lap by lap. That's cool. Yeah, next week's going to be. I mean, the restarts will be kind of hectic. I think, like you said, once it kind of gets spaced out just a little bit, I think we're going to be. It's going to be who can manage the tires the best, and and just I don't know where the line's going to be. I haven't raced this truck at there, since I changed it.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's going to be the top or if we're going to be able to roll the bottom. We'll put some practice in and see what's going to work best. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Like I said, all the same guys that you see up here today be running good. They're gonna be up there. All the top 8 in points. They're gonna be tough to beat. So never know. It's gonna be really close, and we'll see what we can do.
All about every point. Brandon, congratulations. I know we got Tony and Priest out there saying great win, big DBR chats, and I like the Schaefer emote as
Oh
well.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
funny.
That's funny. Yeah.
Fantastic race. You guys made it very interesting all the way to the end, man. Give your shout outs.
Thanks to Speedy Trophies, you for putting it on, Strickland, everybody that runs the league. Hammond, I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know where he's at, but appreciate him for what he does behind the scenes. And um, to my teammate Schaefer, top 3. He was a good teammate all night long. He kind of coached me through here. He's really good here at Richmond. He probably could have beat the doors off of me if he wanted to. So he was kind of coaching me through there. So appreciate him. And like I said, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna go next week and hopefully put on a show and see if we can bring home a championship.
It is the first Chop Shop Racing Championship of the Banks career. That'd be kind of cool to see.
Oh yeah.
All right, brother. Well, regardless of the situation, regardless of where it goes, good luck in the races this week. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
All right, man. Thank you.
You too. Brandon Banks comes home in victory lane. We'll let him have at it. We're going to talk to the old Eric Schaefer coming home P3 tonight. I'm waiting for Big Art to jump up as well. We'll talk to you first. Tell me about this one, man. You were the best teammate that money could buy tonight.
Oh yeah, you know me. I ain't doing nothing but trophy hunting. So I'm out here as much as I can help Brandon. Then I'll do it.
I was talking about the restarts during the race, and then at the end, I was like, "That was cheeky," and I mean it. That was I was like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I mean, if I were in your shoes, I would probably be doing the same thing. My teammate, if I'm starting in the front row with my teammate, and I know the guy that's hunting him down is behind me, I mean, I know he's going. I'm gonna go when I want. Can't change lanes to start finish line. It's a long way from the on this 3/4 mile track from the word go to the start finish line.
Yeah, it is. Like I told him at the beginning of the race, once he got around me, I told him, I said, "Look, I'm just gonna sit here and ride behind you." And then he kept asking me. He goes, "What am I doing wrong?" He's like, "They're pulling away." I'm like, "Brandon, you're fine. Just go in certain different ways in the corners and everything else," teaching him along there. But no, he did good, man. It was much deserved. He deserved it. But yeah, I'm out here to do the teammate thing, man. So I didn't have enough participation to get into the best of the rest. But yeah.
Well, they should give you Newbras points. He missed today's race.
No, I'm just out here helping teammates.
That's what it is, man. It's always the next season and all the things that you guys have been putting together. I know that we've been talking, each week about, what this series is doing, and then jumping over to the Xfinity cars and just finding the track combinations that have been working. But depending on what the point standings go, what do you do next week to ensure a DBR championship?
I help Brandon as much as I can, but I ain't gonna be no slouch at Homestead either. I like it there in the truck. I get up there and run the wall, can run the bottom. Depends on where he's at. If he's running second, then I'm gonna try to go
for the dub.
Get me a trophy.
I understand that one. I absolutely do understand that one. Wins are everything. That's I don't care if you're in the points or not the points. I mean, that's you talk about trophy hunting. Every win is confidence. It's more knowledge about the vehicle, more knowledge about the track, and we're in a whole different set of circumstances. New truck model, new tire model when it comes to the V9, and then now we're working on a whole nother set of circumstances because a 2-for-2 championship is insane. So. I don't know, man. I don't know. How do you think it's going to go next week? I think it's good. I think it'll go better than the cautions that we saw this week.
I think it's going to start out really tight, and then later in the run, you're going to get loose as crap off of 2. That's what I think is going to happen. It's just Homestead. It always does that. Starts off tight to where you got to run the top. Then at the end of the run, you'll start running the bottom and making the bottom work. So, especially with that dynamic track, temperature, and everything. Wherever everybody else is running, you don't want to run there. You want to run where the coldest asphalt is. So it's the biggest tip to do.
I like it. Well, P3 tonight, nothing wrong with it. Fantastic run. A lot of beating and banging tonight, and with some good folks, some good people around you.
Oh yeah, you've known me long enough. I'll race you the exact same way I get raced. And if you can't take it, then don't be in the kitchen.
You're it. Big Shave, congratulations, man. P3, Tony was spinning your emote out there. We love it.
Oh, yeah. That's my boys over there, man.
I love it. All right, brother. Give you shout outs, man. P3 finished tonight.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you, Signature Esports, for putting on the broadcast. Thank you. Shout out to Speedy Trophies. Huge shout out to Banks for winning the race there at Richmond. And shout out to all the Chop Shop guys and Paul Setup Shop.
Love to see it, man. All right, brother. We'll see you. We'll see you next one. Actually, we'll see you Thursday.
Yep. Thanks, Jason.
You too, brother. That's Mr. Schaefer comes home in P3. Let's talk to the man of the hour, though. I think you did have the most laps led. I think that you had a strong truck late, and I wondered how you turned it on because in the beginning I was like, man, it just didn't seem like the truck wanted to go for you. And all of a sudden, things shake up. A lot of door banging, a lot of tempers, a lot of everything happening around you, but a P2 night nonetheless, Mr. Nathan Bigart. Tell me about it, man. Walk me through it.
Yeah, it was a tough race. There was a lot of action going on out there, man. Richmond is, it's a short track, so it gives you that short track racing where it gets rough out there, elbows up. But yeah, I guess I didn't pay close enough attention in practice to like tire wears, and I don't like Richmond a lot, so I don't spend a lot of time on here. But that first, for the first stage there, I thought, I was going to try to take care of my tires and be faster on the long run. And it seemed like that was definitely not the way to go at all. Like I fell back and there was just no driving back up through. I don't know if I just didn't save enough or just it's hard to pass on old tires, So after that, I kind of reset and decided, all right, just going to go 100% right from the drop of the green flag and try to get the track position. And I mean, that worked. I was able to get up there and have some good runs, but yeah, just getting caught up in some incidents, putting me towards the back and coming back through, driving hard. I think that helped a lot in a sense of, I got upset and driving angry. You're obviously going to be a little more aggressive and beat on the truck, beat on the tires. And that's just not normally me, but it seemed to be what you needed in this race. So I think getting upset helped me a lot. And yeah, I think Brandon ran a great race. I had a great battle with him at one point there to try to take the lead from him, was able to get it done, but strategy came into play. I was worried at the end, when there was 20 laps to go, I honestly thought about just staying out on the older tires because if we were going to have them short runs, the tires cool off enough where they're fast for about 3 or 4 laps. So as long as it was short runs, I think I would have been all right. But anyway, decided, went in, got the fresh set and figured I'd just try to drive up as far as I could. I told the guys in Discord, I didn't think I was going to get to Brandon. I figured he had the race won once we pitted, and just happy to get the P2. Good result for tonight, and hopefully can, do some more practice, get ready for next week, and try to catch up and see if we can get it to a tie or at least close and try to get this championship.
Homestead's going to be the most important thing, and depending on how the points, like I said, I was telling Schaefer and Banks, depending on how the points are put in, if stage points are going to be a part of it, that's another factor here. I mean, and I'm gonna do my absolute 110% best to calculate points while the race is going on next week at Homestead, to be able to know exactly, because I'm gonna I'm gonna ask the right questions before next week's race, because I didn't ask this week to be able to like do the live standing points. So we're gonna do our best and try to figure that one out, of course. But this one was good, Mr. Shook. It was a hard fought race. I think everybody can say it from the top on down, that this race was every position was hard to fight. I know you and Stryker got into it a little bit there. That's not normal for us to see you two do that. And a lot of it just had to do with I've not seen Richmond carry as much net code today as I did. Now, some of it was just, you shouldn't be their situations. Some of it was you don't know your 3 wide situations, but it just gets compounded when there's net code. What did the truck feel like when it came to being close to these drivers? It just seemed like everybody was being pulled to each other.
I mean, I think that has to do with the fact that you got to push it. There's no riding at this track. You're driving it as hard as you possibly can on the edge, and you're going to have moments, where you don't make the corner, whether it's pushing or it snaps, on the exit. And I think that's what was just causing a lot, because you're battling, and in order to pass, you're pushing it 110%, like beyond what you're comfortable doing. So you're going to have incidents, and that's just short track racing. That was Richmond tonight in the trucks. Obviously, yeah, just think things are going to happen when you're racing that close, that hard for a championship. I'm here for it. I think, after it's all over here, I was stressed during the race, but I got to say it was fun. Definitely hated that incident, with Stryker in the beginning. I don't know if he felt like I did him wrong. I hope not, because I felt like I was on, 3 wide out top, and I gave plenty of room. But I'll have to talk to him, As far as what you were saying earlier, I know the stage points do count, so that's going to hurt me a little bit where I didn't have a great finish in the stage. But yeah, it's Richmond. I wasn't happy to see it in the playoffs to begin with, and so I'm happy to come home with what I got tonight.
Well, that just means somebody's gonna dominate next week's race, and I'm not saying it's going to be you. I'm not going to say it's going to be Banks. I'm not going to say it's anybody out there, but anything can happen next week when it comes to figuring these points out. And anything. I mean, anything can happen, and that's going to play to the advantage of who's going to be able to carry the most momentum throughout the entirety of the race. It's going to come down to every possible point, and I like that. I think that's it's a unique dynamic. Normally, it's all right. This was the final race of the season. Congratulations, blah blah blah. The champion. But now that we're figuring points out, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens next Tuesday. When we crown the champion just before the 4th of July. And then I know that the next season is going to be right back again. And you guys have been putting on a hell of a show all season. The playoffs, I was looking at the stats earlier, and I was looking at the sheet that they put on for the points. And I was like, at first I was confused. I was like, oh, Nate didn't get a playoff win. And then I went back through and scrolled through the results. I was like, well, yeah, he did. So I was like, well, that's not good. But I mean, you've had a good season so far. And if it were to be a tie, you would be the champion based on wins. What do you have to do next week to kind of focus on, all right, I just need to move forward. I need to have less happen?
Yeah, basically you want to be out front. You want to practice qualifying more. I don't I qualified okay in this one, but like I said, I just took it easy in the beginning, and that was the bad move. But you want track position, you want to stay out of the mess, and just try to. It's going to be a little bit probably more spread out at a bigger track like that, but still, I mean, you've seen it. The rivalries have built all season, and they just get stronger and stronger. And they were at the peak tonight, but it's just going to get more interesting next week, man. This is a war. A lot of great drivers involved here. You know, we're all going for it. It's exciting. It's got to be a great show to watch. Great show for you to put on, and just looking forward to it. Just gonna give it my all. That's for sure. Do some practice this week. That's one thing about being the, sim. We're not limited like in NASCAR for the practice. We can put as much time in as we want. So I'll probably, try to get an hour or two extra and try to prepare to take it to these guys. But, Homestead's a tricky track. You got to find the lane that works, and if it's going to change throughout the race, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. I can't wait.
Oh, it'll change. We know it'll change. That's Homestead's notorious for changing, and especially if they do everything like we're used to seeing, sunset into nighttime. It'd be an interesting race for sure. But we'll see. We'll see what happens next week. I haven't even looked. I know it's Homestead, and I love that track for the championship race. I wish they would go away from Phoenix and go back to it. So, that is my wish for NASCAR, is to go back to Homestead for the championship race. Love the track. Think it's a much better track for the dynamic of what it has than Phoenix. I think Phoenix just becomes a stalemate, and it's not particularly my favorite track for a championship race. Love the track, just not for a championship race. So I'm glad to see you guys finishing up the season next week at an iconic track. Nathan, congratulations, man. P2 finish. One more race in this one, and I know that you get your work cut out for you. But I know that we'll have to see how that's gonna play out for you, of course. But give your shout outs, man. Good one.
Yeah, definitely. Just want to give a shout out to the Chop Shop guys, putting us on, all the admins for doing all the work they do for us to come out here and have this fun. Speedy Trophies coming on board for the season. Much appreciation to them coming on board and helping us out. Their trophies are amazing. Really hoping to get that, championship one from them. Polish that thing every week. I don't have a championship here in Chop Shop yet, so looking forward to it one day, hopefully. Shout out to all the fans watching, U Signature Esports, Jason, the broadcast. Looking forward to go back, watch this one. Hell of a show. Next week's going to be even better, so everybody tune in. Give a shout out to Brandon. Great job. Great race tonight. All the drivers tonight coming out. I'd appreciate when you're not in a championship, but you still come out and support the racing and have fun with us here. So everybody giving room, letting us championship guys drive, race, but still racing us hard. And just shout out to my number one fan watching live. Love you, Mom.
Tell you what, it's gonna be insane. Next week it's gonna be insane. I'm gonna love it. Tonight was insane, and I think next week is gonna be just. I don't know how you top tonight, but I think it's possible.
Oh, we're gonna do it.
All right, Nate. Much love, man. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, see you then.
It's the old 01 out there, Big Art, getting the victory. Let him have at it. Let him do his thing. Congratulations on that. Thank you, Anthony Shook. Much love, man. So sorry to see what happened to you there for a little bit. I'm glad you finished up inside the top 10. That was cool. Churchy, I'll take 6 for not thinking you'd finish. Richmond's a hard racetrack. It really is. It is a tough racetrack. I think it's a great racetrack. It's a great racetrack to call. It's so dynamic that I get that whenever you see something happen and you see the contact points and I see what happens on my relative and on my screen, and on my other screens, it forces me to look elsewhere. Watching the battles happen in 10th and 11th and 12th, and watching having to develop the storyline that drives from drivers going forward, back and forth. I am so disappointed on things that happened to Strickland, because Strickland had one of the better top 5 trucks today. And And it just, you know, it turned into a bad day for him. And that's the way racing goes, right? Which is one of the things that I love so much about racing and about iRacing and about NASCAR and about, you know, gaming in general, is that anything can happen. A bad day can become a good day, and a good day can become a bad day. Nate did not have the truck in the first 50 laps, and I said that in the early going. It just seemed like a switch clicked, and he just went, you know, and he described it best as that's what happened to him. He said he tried to be conservative in the first stage, and turned around and bit him into Tookish, right? He couldn't make headway at the end of the stage, and that makes sense, you know. And that's the reason why we do things. You know, it's the way we do, why we do things the way we do. So, you know, I try to find the story and develop the story and develop the racing story. You know, was there drama in today's race? Yes. Oh, there was. There was a ton of it. But it was all on the track, and it was, hopefully it was handled on the track, and it was good race. It was like the feeling on the track was like, I'm going to race that. Like, you knew who was going to race each other harder. I just be on the edge of my seat waiting for it to happen. So, but this one was good, folks. Be good, be safe, like Con Orler. Thank you to Chop Chop. Thank you to Speedy Trophies. Thank you to Chop Chop Racing, Admin Box, Track Racer, B&B Music, Ball Status, and all the fine folks out there knocking it out of the park. You thought about parking it? No, man, don't park it with 70 go. I'm glad you didn't either. I mean, you got to think about those championship points. You know what I mean? And that's what's going to matter. That's going to matter more so than anything else. So make sure that you guys keep tuning in and keep checking it out. Again, give us a like on, follow us on all of our social media platforms: Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, everything. But we live stream on YouTube and Twitch now. That's our main platforms. It's going to be insane. If you want to be a part of the Signature Esports Xfinity Series, we do that on Thursday nights. You got to join our Discord. We have the Cars Racing Tour tomorrow night. That's where we're going to be doing that with the Alan Tillery and Heart to Heart Motorsports Group. So we've got Wednesday night races covered for a little bit. Yeah. Hey, what? We're about to have it. Man. I'm worn out. Be good. Be safe. Be kind. Order again. We'll see you in the next one. Peace. Much love, Budgie.